Hello guys, how's it going out there? Let me see. I'm trying to connect from my laptop. I prefer to connect from my laptop. I don't really know what is going on here. I think let me see. I always prefer to make videos to do live from my laptop. It makes things easier for me, just in case if I want to maybe check some things online and all that. So how's it going out there? Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Taiwo, and welcome back to this wonderful live section. So, should have done this before. So now, where are you guys watching me from? Are you seeing? Is the voice okay? Is the volume okay? Should I increase? Oh, I think I need to increase my volume. I don't know. So, I always prefer to make videos from my laptop though, but I made a mistake this morning, so I should have just do the connection from the laptop instead of uh, instead of using my phone. So now where are you guys watching me from? So I'm from Alberta and the weather is cold. I'm in Alberta right now, so I'm not from Alberta. So I'm in Alberta right now and the weather is really, really chilly. Yeah, so now oh, from Tanzania, like, thank you so much for joining this live section. Thank you so much from Sierra Leone. Man, thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate you guys. So, like, what's the time in Sierra Leone and Tanzania? Like, what's the time? Right now, it's about 1:30 p.m. here. So, what's the time out there, over there? And my people from Lagos, Abraham from Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm doing fine, oh, like I'm really, really doing well. So what about you? Like how is the weather over there? How is the family, the job, business? How's everything out there in general? Oh, 23, 20, 35. Wow. That is Tanzania. Man, it's already late. Oh. I made a mistake. Because of you guys, maybe my calculation was Lagos. Like, okay, 1 o'clock, maybe we should be around 8 or 9 p.m. in Lagos. So I never thought about people from Tanzania, people from Syria, Kenya, and all that. So next time my live video I'll try and make it very early, maybe around 8 or 9 a.m. here. So as soon as I wake up, I'll just go straight to live. So yeah, just to save you guys because it's already late over there. So that is 8 year. Like that was what I calculated. Like, okay, if I go live around 12 or 1 p.m. here, so it should be about 8 or 9 p.m. in Lagos. I never had that thought of okay, what about people from Kenya, Tanzania, or some other country? So so now, like, if you have any question, you can. This live section is about just question and answer. Like, it's all about question and answer. So, nothing more, because a lot of you guys drop a comment like, "Hey, I don't reply messages. I don't reply comment. What is going on, and all that." So that is why I try as much as possible to come on live once in a while just to, reply to your comment, question, anything that you have. I'm not an immigration consultant, so I might not answer, anything about. I'm not an agent so now. Like I don't do visa for people. So now you guys know that already. So now I don't do visa. So if you ask me anything about visa or anything, I might not be the best person to answer that. So I will try to answer maybe the little information I know about, or maybe okay, what's it called? Can you help me to do visa to Canada? I don't do visa for people. I am not an agent or anything, but maybe if you're in Canada or maybe you're planning to come anytime soon, trying to find your way or route or anything. So yeah, I can give you some advice or some things know, to do or how to go about it. Here, especially right now in Canada, a lot of things are changing, and you guys need to be informed. So, on what is really, really, really happening in this country. A lot of things are changing, and especially when it comes to job opportunity. So you need to um, know where you're going, and you need to be informed. If not, you start, going round in circle, and all that. So that is it. Oh, I'm so sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I'm really, really so sorry. I made that live. I was in the gym when I made that live. So my plan was okay, I will be in the gym, I should be back home by 12 p.m. But I'm really so sorry. Like it's yeah, I'm really, really so sorry about that, Bunny Will. So see, one thing is, I this let me answer your question, Bunny Wills. Uh, One thing about construction as a female, it um it depends. You can going into construction as you can go in as an operator, you can go in as a laborer, so you can go in through so many routes. Like even you can go in as a project manager. So there are so many opportunities as a supervisor, depending on your experience. But as a female, like construction, yeah, there are not so many females in construction. I'm not trying to discriminate, so but I'm just going to advise you that it depends on your age. Construction work is now when you're talking about entry level, so we're talking about maybe a laborer, maybe an operator, and all that. So I will not advise female to go into construction in this part of the world. So now, especially if you are above 30, I'm saying it based on I'm in the system already. If you are above 30, 35, I will not advise you to go into construction, especially as a female. Like anything the man can do, a woman can do better. And I'm in a managerial position, so I shouldn't be saying some things, but it is real. Like when you're about 30, 35, there are some kind of job, especially as a female, that you don't want to be doing, like, and that is construction, especially laborer in construction. It takes a lot of, if that is what you have, like that is what you've been doing back home, like in Nigeria, you have the experience, fine. Like, yeah, like there's no problem, you can go into it. So, but if you don't have the experience at all, then you just find yourself here, then you start doing labor. It is so, so, so hectic. Like it is very, very stressful. And you hardly see more, even here, you like white, you hardly see their female doing it. So as well as truck driver. I'm trying to read the question. So now, let me just end this. So my advice for you is that as a female, the best way to go into trade in general is to look for an apprentice. So now, even if you want to go into construction, you can come in as what's it called, as an heavy duty mechanic. So with that one, male, female, anybody can do that. So now you don't have to worry yourself about, especially even if you're a female, you have more opportunity as a female heavy duty mechanic than being a laborer in a construction. Construction is so hard though. Like people don't understand. Like it is so hard. It is very, very hard. And as now for guys, now talk less for female, or talk less to someone that has never done it before. If you've done it before, fine. But if you've never done it before and you just be like, construction in Canada, it will be so easy. No, it is not. It is not, like, it is not, especially liberal. It is not. So you just have to, uh, instead of doing liberal for a construction as a female, if you are about 30, 35 years of age, why not just go into apprentice or power engineering? So power engineering, within 6 months, you're done and you can start working and all that. So male, female, anybody can do that. So now there are so many other opportunity um, in the trade industry than being a liberal. So okay, let me answer. A 55-year-old with a diploma in electrical engineering as well as truck driver, is it possible to get a job to such a? Secondly, which job is easier to get? As electrical engineering, so you can easily get a job with that, especially you have a diploma already, and if you have the experience, to back it up, like depending on your electrical engineering, so now you're experiencing maybe fixing on something, repairs and all that, you can get a job. Even see, everything shouldn't be about job, job, job. Like if you have the experience already, I don't know where you're working right now, so now, but maybe you're working in that lane that you study, and you know more about electrical work and all that, so that even before you find any job, you can start with just post yourself on marketplace, on Facebook groups and all that, and people will call on you. Oh, sorry, I have something to fix. Oh, my this thing is not working. Let me tell you guys something that happens to me. um One of my roof, like, was leaking, so not my, so that my ceiling was leaking, so I had to, like, check what is happening. So before I call anybody, I'll check what is really going on by myself. Like, I'm very, very handy, so I checked and I realized that, okay, one of the PVC pipe was leaking. So I did what, like PVC, I don't want to go into that. I know it's one of my toilets also that is leaking. So I had to, like, call someone to come and do it for me. It's something I can easily do, but I don't want to, like, start changing this, fixing this. So because in my house here we have four toilets, so I don't know the particular one that is leaking. So now I have to, like, call someone to come and do it for me. And this person, the company, charged me about $450 for 30 minutes of work. The guy just came, check everything, because this is a professional, he's a plumber, a professional plumber. He was like, oh, it's that one that is leaking. Blah, 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 blah. Fix it and all that. Then sent me a bill of $450 because of what they all they charge per hour here, but if the job is small, it's not up to an hour, so they will charge for 2 hours, so just to cover their transportation and everything. And they send me, this is something that happened like 2 or 3 days ago, $450 for just 30 minutes, because labor is very, very expensive in Canada. See, labor is very expensive here. So now, very, very expensive. So instead of looking for work, I'm not saying you shouldn't look for job, but I have that belief, like, man, I have the experience already. So let me, start doing something. Let me start looking for customer. And at the end of the day, you have so many people that will call on you that you will not even think of looking for any job anymore. So just be like, well, let me just, be doing my work and all that. So, and, register a company, you have your own company, an electrical company, and you build yourself from there. So what is the available entry job? Okay, so I think I've handled that. So now, for a 55 years of age, so you can work in anywhere. So now here, like, they don't discriminate. Most of the job in Canada, they don't really discriminate about um what's it called, the age or anything. So where I work, we have people of 80 years, 70 years of age, and they're still working. Like, they're still doing their job. So now, like, you can work in the construction industry, you can work in any industry. So it It all depends on if you can handle the work stress and all that. So now, what other job do I suggest? A regular salesperson, okay, job. Okay, one thing is that if you're coming in on as an international student, so now you limited to the number of hours you work. So I think it's only like it's about 20 hours. So with that 20 hours, depending on what you want to study, I will just advise you because of the PR, what is going on right now in this country, especially in terms of permanent resident. So if you're coming to study like business admin, accounting, there are all those courses that the pathway is now getting straight. So I will advise you like before you finish your study, so look for a job in or maybe just to save yourself from stress, just come in and study nursing, what's it called, practical nursing, healthcare aid, all this nursing in general, like, or maybe come in as a trade, to study trade, maybe what's it called, a mechanic, a technician. There are so many trade courses for international students depending on the school. Just come in straight and study all those courses. And now, if maybe you already have your visa and you come in anytime soon, start gaining experience, and you want to come into trade. My advice is that look for any job, as an equipment associate. So if you want to come into construction, so look for a job in an equipment associate. So if you search in equipment associate job position, so now associate means beginner. So now I'm talking from my own experience. If I want to start again, all over again, male or female or anyone, so I'll look for an equipment associate position. We call them EA. So now the job of an EA is to operate an equipment, to get used to all the equipment, so to understand, it's a beginner program. So now to understand everything about equipment in Canada. You will know how to operate man lift, you know how to operate zoom boom, you know how to operate generator, how to fix, how to do oil change, how to change tires. It's a beginner kind of work. So which is, there are so many EA positions around, but people don't understand them, understand like we have EA. So this will give you a view of what construction, heavy equipment industry, agricultural industry, everything, how it looks like. So if you like it and you want to proceed, after 1 year working as an EA in any company, you will become an apprentice if you want to go out as an apprentice, or maybe you can become a driver. If you want to become a driver, like they will be the one, the company will be the one, to pay for your driving school, to pay for everything, or they will ask you to do 50-50. They'll pay 50%, you drop down the remaining 50, depending on the company. So when I came into Canada, my first job was I work in Staples. So Staples, where they do all this printing press, they sell. So now my second job, I work as an EA with a company. So, and what they did was that they trained me everything. Like I have no idea. So they trained me, show me everything, so I can operate any heavy equipment, anyone. Just say, let me see how we operate it. So when we call about lift truck, zoom boom, man lift, telehandler, forklift, anyone, like I can operate them. So wheel loaders, any heavy equipment. So now, and after a while, after working for 6 months, 1 year, you become a loop tech. So a loop tech is your first year apprenticeship. So now loop tech, the job of a loop tech is change oil, change filters, change the tires, change everything. So any small issues and all that, you fix it. So now then, second year, you become a technician. Third year, you become a road mechanic, and the fourth year, you get your apprentice, you get your journeyman or rest seal. So, and that is just it. So now, like, look for a job as an EA, so now equipment associate. It will give you a view of the industry. Don't look for a job as a laborer. Like, laborer is so stressful, and not everybody can do it. So look for a position as an EA. So EA is the best bet for male, female. So anybody, I have colleagues that are female and they are EA. They all started from EA. So and now they are earning about 50, $55 per hour. So and they all started as an EA. So now look for an EA position. So and it will give you view on, sorry, just trying to, okay. So it will give you view about the industry. So now early childhood education is a very nice program. So and I don't think, why will you be looking for a job in the construction industry? So now when you already have a very nice pathway for yourself. So if maybe you're coming with your spouse and you're looking for a route for your spouse, like, okay, can my husband work in the, yeah, that's, you already have, a very good pathway for yourself. You don't need to start looking for job as a laborer in the construction industry. So now, or maybe you're coming with your dad, or your husband, or your wife. Yeah, till you're a female, so your husband. Yes, like, you can be like, oh, can my husband work here? What do you think about this and that? So as a for the electrical man that you address, is it possible for him to get a job? It's not possible to get a job outside Canada right now. So don't let anybody deceive you. It is very impossible to get a job. I'm just saying it because I don't want you to get scammed. If anyone is telling you or saying, "Oh, get a job outside Canada," it is very like, it is like 99.9999% impossible to get it, because things have changed. A lot of things have changed. You too, like, you guys are online. You know what is going on. You're seeing videos about content creators in Canada. You guys are hearing the news. Even people inside Canada, they are looking for jobs. Like, people that are inside are looking for job. So the job situation, Canada is going through crisis right now because of this Donald Trump tariff and everything, whereby most American companies in Canada, they are going back to United States. So because of the tariff, from Donald Trump, before both countries share everything together, but Trump right now closed everything. So most companies that are US owned, that are in Canada, like, and these are the companies that employed hundreds of thousands of people, they are going back to US. So the country is really facing a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to job and all that. So it is very impossible to get a job outside, from especially from Nigeria or maybe outside Canada. The only way possible is if that person is your family. So now, for example, maybe I own a company and you are my buddy, you are my friend, and I'm looking for an electrician. I know that, oh man, this guy is very good. He's the best. I want to bring him to Canada. So that is the only way possible. Okay, don't worry, let me process LMIA, blah blah blah. Even right now, LMIA is very hard to get, except maybe you want to get scammed. So that is the only way around. Like, okay, maybe you are my buddy, you are my uncle, you are my friend, and I have a company now. I was like, okay, let me process LMIA for him. So it's very good and all that. So, and that's it. But you can come to Canada. You don't see, you don't have to, you don't need to, you can come to Canada through different method. Like, you can come as a student, you can come, what's it called, as a PR, you can come in as maybe even on visitor. So I would advise you, instead of looking for someone that will sponsor you from Nigeria or maybe from outside Canada, why not just apply for a visitor's visa? So now, or a tourist visa, if you're granted and you enter. So you can easily find your way out. Like you can easily find, I'm just saying it, you can easily find your way out, you know, on what to do. So, maybe go around, check any company that is hiring, talk to people, ask them what to do. Like if, you already have the experience. So now if you are Andy, like you're a mechanic, you're a technician, you're an electrician, so it is very easy to find something than someone that doesn't even have anything at all. So now, like, that is it. Like if you're an electrician, you can easily find your way around it. If you're very very good or a mechanic, you can easily, you see, there are so many companies that will be like, okay, one thing is that we'll hire you, but we'll sponsor you. So what can we do for ourselves? So now instead of paying you maybe $40, can we pay you $30 and then we'll do the process for you so that it covers for their own charges also. You guys will sign a contract and all that. So it's always better if you are inside than outside. So that's it. Okay. Yeah, okay, no spouse. Okay, coming alone. I was just trying to know the best route to help myself clear my tuition. If you really think, yeah, see, early childhood education is very good. So it's a very very good course, especially right now. So it's one of the pathway that I would advise anyone to go for, and come with your one of the best way as a student. The best way to pay your tuition fee is that come with your driver's license, as you said. As soon as you get here, go for the driving course and do register for an Uber Eats, skip the dish, all this DoorDash, Instacart, and all that. Depending on your location where you are, you go to school in the morning. In the evening, you do what? You quickly do some Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever, whatever. So and all, and look for some job also, some under the table job, cash job, to do as a student. Maybe help someone to take care of their children, like you're already in the line already, like you're in the line. So it's I would prefer to give my kids to someone that have the training, like that is in the line already, than someone that I don't even know, or don't that doesn't even have the experience. So there are so many parents that are looking for someone to just look for their children, look after their children for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. You bargain with them. So those are the way people use, and all that. And also, you said you are in Calgary. So Calgary is a very big place, whereby there are so many. If you find join communities, Nigerian community in Calgary, African community in Calgary, join association, go to what is the association, sell yourself out. Like I'm a student here, or please, if I can cook. So if you're looking for someone that will come and cook for you, while you're at work, someone that will come and clean, someone that will come and that can take care of your children, someone that can do things for you, while you are away, take care of your dog if you are good with animals and all that. So someone that will come and that can come feed your dog, when you are away, or take care of them, or dog walk. So that dog walk your dogs and all that. So those are, with that, you guys will just bargain. Okay, don't worry, 3 hours, so I'll pay you maybe $15 per hour cash. Those are under the so those are the ways students survive. So yeah, so now you join association, you sell yourself out, talk in the group, join groups, join association, sell yourself out, and people will contact you. Like everybody wants someone. So okay, I have a background in architecture and building from okay and work, but got layoff. The thing is, in Alberta, like there are so many opportunities for architects in Alberta. So now and you don't mind FIFO, then if I don't know, one thing about FIFO jobs is that most FIFO jobs are on site work. If you are in the mining industry, so most FIFO jobs, if you see any job FIFO, so that means that you want to come and work in the oil industry or in the mining industry. So we have different mining industry in Canada. So now in the if you in Alberta here, so now we do fracking. So now we have the fracking oil field. So especially in Grand Prairie, so they frack their oil. So I don't want to go into far, when it comes to fracking. So now, but in my own side here, we don't frack our oil, so we do oil sand. So now, because we extract the sand, so then we mix it with water. So now, our oil here in this side is just sand, our normal sand. So now that's why we call it oil sand. It's just our normal sand. So that is it. So we use water. So in short form, they use hot water to extract that oil from from the sand, and after they wash the oil away from the sand, so they mix it with so many chemicals, and they refine it, and it becomes the normal petroleum and everything. But in some other part of Alberta, so they frack their oil, so they use bomb, they dig it under the ground. In short, that is what they call fracking. Explode it, the oil split out, and the rest and everything. And in some other parts, so their mining is that they will dig under the ground, especially when it comes to like diamond, natural resources. You will go down, down, down to about 20, 40, 50. You stay there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks under the ground to extract all those, to do mining and everything. So you'll be there for your 14 days, or 14 days on, 14 days off, 1 month on, 1 month off, and all that. So you'll be under the ground entirely. So eat, sleep, and everything. So, and that is our, but we don't really have that in Alberta. So mostly is in British Columbia. So not Alberta. You can only find those one in British Columbia, not Alberta. But in Alberta, we do fracking and oil sand. So if you want to come and work here, you have to just look for any, especially you said you're an architect. So you have to look for any job that, just search for your career on Indeed, table your resume to what they want, and applied. So as an architect, what's the question again? So I forgot. So now as a quality technician, so now just look for your job, your line of work. Even if you can't find your line of work here, check your experience. Sorry, I'm having a message here, so I'm just saying. So just look for any other position that you think you're good at. You don't have to look for that your direct. That is why people make mistakes. They want that same career that they want. So far there is money here. There's money in the oil field. That, like, there's good money. I'm saying it because I work here. There's good money in the oil field. So if, for example, I'm an what's it called? I'm a journeyman heavy duty technician, and I want to work in British Columbia. So, and I can't find any heavy duty technician there, or heavy duty mechanic, and maybe they are looking for what's it called, a an operator. So they are looking for a heavy duty operator, and I have a journeyman heavy duty mechanic. They are looking for an operator. I don't have any job. I got laid off from my last job, and the pay is okay because it's an oil field. Let's say they want to pay me like $45 per hour. And I know, like, I can drive it no matter what. Haul trucks, anyone, grader, anyone. So I can easily drive it. So I'll just go for it. Start from there, get that one first while looking for your own lane. So at least just to be out of job. You don't want to be out of jobs. You don't want to be living on EI in this country. You understand. So you don't need to, like, if you want to come to Alberta, you don't need to look for that same opportunity that you have in BC, that same career. So check, scroll the job this thing. So now, so scroll the job this thing. So uh, yeah, I'm on live.
It's coming out. I'm ready to
Uh, okay, let me see if I can just close. Okay, Jackie will not because phone is on okay, so I need to log into my phone.
It's coming now. So let's accept it. It's coming in now. So just reply.
Okay,
Try to
okay,
clean it.
okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, guys, just give me some few minutes, please. I just need to check something on my. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Sorry for that break in transmission. I have to like. This is the reason why I don't like using my phone. I don't like using my phone to go live on YouTube. So I always prefer to use my laptop, but today it was a mistake using my phone to, come into live. So because I have two properties in here, so I use them for a BNB. So now and they are helping me with another one right now, so making three. So like they just call my wife like, hey, so the delivery is here for the couch and everything. They need a code to come in and all that. So and I'm the only one that have the code. So she doesn't know the code. So I had to like check and send the code to her and all that. So okay, where are we? Okay, from Africa. It's okay. Let me just answer this question. What professional is the best? Like, what profession is the best? I think that's what you want to say. It is getting job outside Canada. I've said this. I've said this. Getting job outside Canada, especially in Africa, is now hard. It is very, very, very hard to get a job outside Canada in Africa. It's not impossible, but no company will want to see. Just put yourself in one company shoe. Like you own a company in Canada here, you have a company here, and you're looking for a mechanic. So now it is better to look around or to ask someone to come from Ontario or to look for a mechanic from British Columbia, from so many other places than Africa. Because of what? Time. IRCC now, to bring someone from Nigeria down here, it will take about a year. So now to process that application, like 1 good year, more than 1 year, like let's just say 1 year, if you are lucky, to process the application. So it is very, very hard for coming to everything is not easier like before. So now you can see to do humanitarian visa right now for people is 10 good years, 10 years. So now the news just came out about 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 days ago that humanitarian visa in Canada now, the processing time is 10 years. So if I want to invite you to Canada on humanitarian ground, that means that it will take 10 years before they process your application. And they know, see, all these things, oh, they know, like they are the IRCC knows these tactics. So they are the one, they purposely delaying all these application just because people are complaining. So it is very hard to bring people from Africa to Canada on LMIA. If you want to come here to look to work, that means you need LMIA. It is almost impossible, except maybe it's your family member that is, that doesn't mind. Like, okay, so I've said it, Sarah. I've said it like 10 minutes ago. So The best route is coming maybe on a visitor's visa, on a study visa, then find your way around it. Find your way. So, like, if you don't mind FIFO, there are so many FIFO jobs available. I'm not on my laptop. I will have, help you check for any FIFO jobs available. There are so many FIFO jobs available. FIFO, and a lot of companies are looking for like FIFO employee. So which you can easily go about it. So that has there are a lot of FIFO position out there. So it all depends on your what's it called? It all depends on your pathway, what you have, your experience. So your experience really matter most because people pays higher. So because you're working in the oil field, you're working in the mining industry in general. So they want to pay you good money. It's not good money. So okay. So now I think this will be the end of my video. It's almost an hour. So I I'll be posting more. I don't know. I'll be posting more on my social media these days. I don't really know. Like, people be like, I don't post on my Instagram. Like, do you guys think I should be posting on Instagram, YouTube? So, what do you guys think? Should I be posting more on Instagram or TikTok, Instagram, or just hold with the YouTube of a thing? So because I'm not a social media guy, I'm a very shy guy. So very shy. Even if you see me, people hardly see me outside. So people hardly see me outside of my house. And even if you see me as I'm a very shy person. So that is why I don't really know how to post on Instagram and that. But I will try as much as possible to practice it. I'll practice all those short 1 minute, 2 minute video on Instagram and you know start with that. So just start with that. So no problem. Thanks so much. I'll try as much as possible to come live maybe before the end of the week, just for more question and answer. I need to go. I have people waiting for me. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your comments, your question, and everything. So like, you guys viewing, streaming my live, commenting messages and all that. I really appreciate. So if you have any more question, so you can drop it as a message, maybe on my Instagram or on my TikTok. I'll check it out and I'll reply to you. Thank you so much. I know it's already late out there, so thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. So take care.